Come on, let me hear you say it just once. Come on. No! No, the other thing. Come on, I know it's just dangling out the tip of your tongue. Let me hear it just once, please. Wrong!
Hey there, nerds and nerdettes, and welcome to yet another shitty video. Though I took the time to actually write a script for this one, it's still going to turn out to be garbage. So let's get this train wreck over with. Rogue One is a bit of a black sheep, as it opens up with the iconic "a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away" text before the classical title crawl. But instead of getting that crawl, we are given a sequence in which we've seen the main heroine, Jyn Erso, watch her mother get gunned down by Imperial stormtroopers before fucking off into a hidden bunker, only to be later found by Forrest Whitaker before the titles flashed on the screen. This lets the audience know that this is not your typical Star Wars film. Now, I can go into depth about the plot and what exactly happens, but I feel that would only be a waste of time, as we were told from the get-go what this movie was about, which was how the plans for the Death Star were stolen. What I will talk about is how Gareth Edwards was able to make a competent war story within the Star Wars universe. He was able to capture just how much the rebels had to rely on guerrilla tactics to even stand a chance against the better equipped and better trained Imperial army, and how hopeless they were against the might of the Imperial walkers during the last half hour of the movie. What impressed me the most was that he was able to portray the rebellion in a manner that was more grounded than reality. Remember how I talked about Forrest Whitaker in the beginning of this review? Turns out he was part of the Rebel Alliance at one point and left the Star Splinter Group because he felt that it wasn't going far enough. It's this ability to show the rebellion was not as unified as we originally thought, which I personally felt was a really nice touch. Also, I personally felt that it was a really, really good decision on director's end to show the power struggle between the lead of the Death Star project and Moff Tarkin. Nerds and nerdettes, I'm not going to lie, though this movie was good on its own merits, I felt that this movie was pure fan service. No, not that kind. Yes, it was nice to see the original stormtroopers back on the big screen. Yes, it was nice to see Darth Vader being his old self again and not that whiny piece of shit from the prequels. But I can't help but feel that much like The Force Awakens, it relied a little too much on callbacks. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch A New Hope along with the Battle of Hoth and The Empire Strikes Back, along with all the space battle sequences from Return of the Jedi, and you'll understand. Like, personally, I felt these callbacks did not serve any purpose other than to remind the viewer of the original. In closing, Rogue One delivers a competent war drama about the rebellion's desperate attempt to push back against the might of the Empire, and just gives you an insight just how desperate things were at the time. As far as pacing goes, it will not bore you, and it goes by pretty quickly, though there were a few parts I wish they elaborated more on. Though the casting itself was competent at best, I would have to say that the real stars of this movie were Donnie Yen as the blind monk and Alan Tudyk as the wise-ass protocol droid. As for those who said it was better than the Empire, you need to get your eyes checked, but that's a video for another day. As for a final recommendation, this movie is pure fan service, as, well, we already knew that the Death Star plans were stolen, but if you're like me, who just absolutely adore Star Wars, give it a watch. Just be sure to brush up on the old stuff so that you may appreciate the many Easter eggs scattered out, because there's a lot of them. I give Star Wars Rogue One a final score of 7 out of 10 for those of you who need numbers attached to reviews. Just don't see it in 3D, as it's a shitty upscale. On a brief note, dank memes / anime cracks volume 2 is coming at a snail's pace, but it takes me a while to come up with decent stuff. Until next time, nerds and nerdettes, may the Force be with you.